Moed Katan, Perak Aleph, Mishnah Dalet. Fourth Mishnah in the first chapter of Moed Katan. We're continuing to discuss practices or behaviors that are permitted because they're called davar ha'aveh. They cause great loss, and therefore one can do them even on Chol Hamoed. It says in Mishnah, Sadin et ha'ishut ve'et ha'achbarim misde ilan u'misde lavan shelo kedarko. So now, you're allowed to trap. Ishut is a mole. I looked it up in the Jastro. Ishut is ashut is the same word. Jastro says a mole, which does not see the light. You see we have a Jastro bonus here. Moed Katan, 1-4. Yay, Jastro bonus. Okay? So, you're allowed to trap the mole or the mice. Misde ilan, misde lavan. Sde ilan is a tree field. Sde lavan is a regular field, like, vegetables or produce or what have you. Shelo kedarko b'moed ubashvi'it. You can do it shelo kedarko in the indirect manner. We'll discuss in a minute what a direct manner is. So that's the Tanakama. Tanakama says, you have, whether it's moed or shvi'it, you can trap these things shelo kedarko. Okay? No matter which field. Chachamim say, misteh ha'ilan kedarko. Umisteh ha'lavan shelo kedarko. And the Chachamim say, no, if it's de'ilan, the Kahati explains that it's de'ilan not the Kahati, the Bartuner also says de'ilan. For some reason, the moles and the mice were much more damaging. Mafsidei tfei, they caused more damage. Okay, so therefore, in the tree fields, they caused more damage to trees. I guess but they got at the roots. It could kill a tree, and that would be great damage. So therefore, if it's de'ilan, the Chachamim say kedarko, you can even do it normally. Misteh halavan, but if it's de'alavan, if it's this vegetation thing, shelo kedarko, you trap them in an indirect way. So apparently they would dig a hole, and then they would put a stick in the hole, and they would somehow put a trap on this stick. I have no idea how they would do it, but the Gemara says shelo kedarko. How do they do it in the indirect manner? Instead of digging the hole, the Gemara says, the Bartuner is quoting, noetz shipod bekarka. You stick a shipod is what's the word I'm thinking for? It's not a stake. It's the thing you put in steaks. What's it called? Meat skewer or something. So you stick that in the ground, bechozek. You do it very hard. And you push it down on the ground and you push it around and you pull it out. And it turns out that the hole that you need is, that's how you got the hole that way. You don't dig it. Meaning, that's shelo kedarko, because they say if you need to do it to get rid of the moles, to trap the moles, that's fine. But they don't want you to do your regular work. And since it's not great loss, you'd only do it in a sadeh lavan, in a vegetable field or a produce field, if it was a great loss. Halacha kechachamim. But the Bartuner adds, the Gemara says, ubesdeh lavan asmuchalis de'ilan. Let's say you have a vegetation field next to a tree field. Chofer kedarko. Then you could do it normal way. Shema yetzu misdeh lavan if you're achriva ilana, because if you leave them in the vegetation, the produce field, they're just going to go to the next field when they get hungry. Okay. Mishnah also says, umikarin et hapirtza b'moed. If you have a wall, okay, that part of it fell down, there's a break in the wall, mikarin. Mikarin means, misadrin et avanim zo alzu kederach minyan. You're allowed to restack the stones. If anyone has been to Israel, know all the walls are stones. But you don't mortar, you don't put the plaster in. So therefore you can reform the wall, but you don't close it. Ubashvi'it bonech kedarko. And on the Shvi'it, on the Shemitah year, you're allowed to build it in the normal way. All right, we'll stop here. We'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.